Everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, you like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go go live or post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, links are below in our description for our Discord, a free option trading group on Facebook, along with our Patreon. If you're looking to support. If you're here right now, say what up. We got Reno, Storm, what's going on? Jeff, Keith, got chat on my phone, got feed on my TV, nice. People watching the game. I'm competing with the game right now. Let's see what the score is. Let's see what the score is. Oh man, looks like Green Bay is getting slaughtered right now, 8-37, 49ers. Whew. Well, we know it was going to be a tough one for Green Bay, but honestly, I honestly didn't think it was going to be like 8-37. They're done. They're done. Luis, what's going on? If you're here right now, say what up. If you guys are short right now and sweating your positions looking at the futures right now, let me know. Yeah, right now futures, we have Dow up 79, S&P's up 8, and NASDAQ up 29. Man, my chest. I'm fighting a cold. I'm all along. King Jacob, you're gonna be waking up to some green tomorrow. First time here, Saeed, what's going on? Glad you're here. If you're here right now, say what up. But what I want to cover tonight is a couple things. Is kind of what I'm looking at this week. This week we're coming up on a short trading week. We have Thanksgiving and then we have Black Friday coming up. So, looking for some low volume, low action days moving forward. Also, earnings season's now pretty much over, but I will be going over our earnings play that I'm possibly looking at. Luis got a SPY call credit spread 311, 314. Yeah, SPY right now 312. Wow, I sound terrible. I sound terrible. I don't know why you guys subscribe to this channel. You should unsubscribe. Yo, Reworks, what's going on? King Odin, how you doing? David Espinoza, glad you guys are here. But futures are up right now on China news. Let me see if I can pull up this article. But yeah, I want to talk about the week ahead. I do have an announcement that I want to make, some changes that I'm going to be making, and hopefully you guys are down. It's not on the front page. So there's a couple things going on right now. There's a lot of, I would say, like conflicting reports with the China news. This came out 4 hours ago or so, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm Central time, so about 4 hours, 3.5 hours ago. However, another report came out on like Bloomberg, saying that China is looking to crack down on IP to further negotiations. So we don't really know who is telling the truth, who is not telling the truth. We're all just kind of in this together, Obviously, right now, the indices, pretty much everything is still in a bullish uptrend. It's not in a bearish downtrend. There's not, so it's Trump. It's Trump who wants to sign these deals, not us. We can wait. One Chinese official told Reuters. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You sound like Yoda. As long as your advice makes us money, we are happy. I sound terrible. Like, I don't know why. I've sounded fine all day until I wanted to go do the live stream, and then I sound like trash, hot trash. Oh, you got 22 days, Luis, till your SPY position expires. So I mean, who knows? We just got to be careful with the news. But as you guys remember last week when we had the China news, I mean, it dipped hard but got bought up, within a couple hours there. Um, I am looking for Apple. Looks like Apple may want to bounce here. I do have a 260 put on Apple. I was looking for the 255, the 256 area on Apple, but I honestly don't think that's going to happen now. I think tomorrow what I'm going to be doing is on my short positions, cutting my losses, and looking for some long positions. Do a feed with auto tune. I don't know if that'd be like really annoying or not. Hey Boris, what's going on? Glad you guys are here. Glad to see some familiar faces, some new faces. Got some exciting news to talk about on this live stream. This live stream is not going to be horribly long because as you can tell, I'm like not able to talk. So I am looking for Apple possibly to be pushing 268, probably on like some low volume kind of deal. I don't know if you guys remember last Thanksgiving. Last Thanksgiving, I actually took the whole week off of Thanksgiving week. So Monday through Friday, took a week off. And we had like, that week I took off, we had multiple like down, 500 Dow down days. Was insane. Tesla call, I believe, will pay. Yeah, so Tesla, I have been in the chat here. I've been, whoa. In the Discord, I have been posting here kind of about right now Tesla, Elon's saying the Cybertruck is at 200,000 orders. However, I mean, I would say the barrier to order is very, very low. Like, I want to know how many people are actually going to carry through with those orders. I mean, literally, you can reserve a Cybertruck for $100, which is practically nothing. So, BTDs buy the dip, David. Buy the dip. So out of 200,000 people that deposited $100, how many people are actually going to go through with the order? So, but for Tesla, I mean, I like it more down like the 320, 315 area right now. And right now we're just kind of chilling. It could really go either direction. I mean, this could push up, but I really think that we're kind of just dangling here now. We can come back to the 315, 312 area, which Tesla would be more attractive to me in that area. But it might not be a bad deal for like a strangle. If this does pop up to 350, does pop down to 315. Implied volatility relatively low on Tesla right now, so might not be a bad strangle play. They really killed options on Friday. They just took it to the woodshed and they just whacked it. No, Joshua, it didn't. It dropped. Tesla dropped on. He didn't reveal any numbers on Friday. So Thursday night, Elon revealed the Cybertruck. Friday it dropped like a rock, but kind of just chilled the rest of the day. I mean, it stuck between 330 and 335 all day, and mainly because of the botched, like, he threw the metal ball at the driver's window and it cracked. But won't orders increase? Yeah, Zach, I'm just saying is like what's the percentage of those people carrying through? I could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a new Cybertruck, but then when it comes down, anybody could put down $100. $100 is nothing. But when it comes down to, okay, I'm gonna put down 50, 60K, when it comes push comes to shove, when you're looking to put down real money for this product, 50, 60K, who's gonna go through with it? I wonder how many people like, oh yeah, I reserved the Cybertruck. Here's my receipt, just to impress some like girlfriend or something like that. I just want to know what the percentage, and I would like to know. I don't think there's any way to know, like for like the Model 3 or the Model Y or even like the Model X, like going back in the past, is like, okay, how many people reserved it for $1,000 or $2,500 and actually carried through with a $60,000 order or $80,000 order, or like the Model X, $120,000 order, right? So I don't know what the percentage of people falling off. And this, I was actually really surprised at the the Cybertruck. The deposit was only $100, which is, I don't know why they would do it so low, unless Elon needs right now with that $100 he's up about 20 mil. So unless he's really hard up for cash, you know. So I mean, we will only know how many cars he delivers. It's hard to say how many people that pre-ordered a Model 3 actually got it, how many people fell off. We just know what he delivers on a quarterly basis. This week is a pretty light week. However, I am looking at Best Buy earnings. Best Buy is on Tuesday before open. Possibly looking for a position on Best Buy. Right now, it's kind of been hitting a wall at 78, and the 75 area has come down the last couple of days. Premium's a little bit rich here, but with the short week, might be able to sell some premium in here. So I'm obviously going to be banking a little bit on the short side, looking around like the 68 area. Expected move right now is $5.30. So I'm looking for the like 70 to 68 area right in here. Jimbo, what's going on? What do you think of the SPY having a dip soon? We just had a dip. You know you're in a bull market when the dips are bullish. We actually posted our first red week in 7 weeks. So this was the dip. This was the dip here. I know it doesn't look... You know you're in a bullish market when the dips even look bullish. But if we change this to weekly, last week we had the first red week in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So over a month, almost going on 2 months, we didn't have a red week. You could have bought calls for a month and a half straight and been fine. Every time. Kind of looks like this chart down in here. Not as dramatic though, not as big jumps, but back in December and January. And this dip here, this was the dip. I'm going Diz until I lose. Just rewords, don't do the full count. What a lot of people do is like they snowball their profits. They keep snowballing their profits until one day they go max loss and they blow up all their profits. So don't do that. Amen. How you doing? If you're here right now, say what up. Sunday night stream. Quite a few people in here. Gonna be making announcements soon. Just kind of go over my thoughts for the week and things that I'm looking at. Any stocks you guys want to look at before I get into the announcement. But for me going into this week, I'm looking to just pretty much play low and slow. Disney is one that I'm looking at here. But I'm looking forward to break 150 area, like 150. If we could break like 151, 152, looking for the next leg up. Looks like just like some consolidation here for me right now. You know, you can make some money buying the dips and stuff like that. So we'll see. Doesn't look like it wants to go down. Friday was pretty crazy. 146 to 149 had a pretty great run, even though it didn't gap down. Gapped up a little bit, came down, and then ripped back up. Oh, it's AU. Change it to A-man. Trying to help trades thinking positive with the A-man. Like amen. Like you're praying. I get it. Am-man. Okay. If you guys like the content so far, hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Keith, we need another Thanksgiving crash. Dude, I don't think... We're in a entirely different market than we were last year. So last October, the market started to fall apart. This October, the market started to fall apart. But the difference is this November has been way different than last November. You know, if we look at SPY last November and December, let's go into, let's do October through December. So if you're looking at October here, I mean, it was bad. And then let's see here. This was, we had a run from November 23rd up until December 3rd, and that was it. We had a double top up here at 280, and then it ripped down. That was it. I mean, I would like to see things move lower, just because, I mean, obviously we make money faster, and then we could play the rebound, and right now, when, like, for me personally, when the market keeps going up and up and up and up, it's always in somebody's mind, like, it's always in the back of my mind especially, it's like, okay, this could fall. When it does, it falls hard, but right now you kind of have to go along with it. You know, you kind of have to fake it a little bit and feel like, you know, you have to be bullish, even though you kind of have the second thoughts, or like, hey, we could really drop. And that's what, but the difference is this market was way different than what we're in now. Like, if you look in this October through November, I mean, so let's go to October and November. We did have some volatility heat up in September, but relatively, I mean, we just been, I mean, the only thing that I could possibly see here, looking at October, November, is if we start laying down and we go down to like 305 area, 307. But with positive trade news, I don't know. You know, right now, if you're looking at the 1 year chart for SPY, you know, this could definitely, I think it could come down to like 302, 305, but we need a catalyst. Otherwise we just have these like low volume melt ups, you know. Thoughts on Dollar Tree? I did look at Dollar Tree as well, but it really wasn't that interesting to me because the options were kind of low volume. One stock that, you know, if you are going to trade it, maybe some volume will be pumped into here, but you know, it looks like it's been evening out here like 107.50. I don't typically like this setup here for selling premium or even just buying really anything. I mean, the expected move is 673, which is pretty big. So you could pop up here to 115, or you could potentially pop down here to like 102. However, nothing could happen as well because it's kind of like in the middle of the range here. But I'm thinking, like, for retail, I'm thinking more bearish, honestly. Best Buy, I'm thinking more bearish. You know, Dell also has earnings this week as well. Dell actually has some pretty good volume, but they only have monthlies, but they're pretty cheap. I mean, this is 26 days out, and these are only $2 for the 5250s. $50. The $50 puts are $1.30, and the 57.5 are only $1.20. So it's actually pretty. I think Dell is a pretty low risk trade, and then if you're wrong, you kind of have 26 days for it to work out. But the chart just seems to be like kind of a slow mover. Does seem like they're coming back after the last earnings, after they dropped. I mean, they're low 52-week lows at 42. They pop up to 70. They had a bad earnings here, kind of set the downtrend, but then last quarter was good and it popped them up. But if they have a good quarter, it could definitely explode. But that's putting a lot of confidence in Dell. And Dell's kind of down because they also they lowered their guidance for the year. Was it last quarter or quarter before that? So Dell looks a little bit interesting because this could, if they do beat expectations, it could really fly. But at the same time, like for me, a couple quarters ago they lowered guidance for the full year. Now they could say that things are looking more positive than what they thought they were, and then that could, but it's kind of 50-50 I feel like this could either this could either explode or break down back down to like the lows of the year, 45, 42. But SPY parabolic move could be going for a while. Definitely. Yeah, I mean we're coming up on an election year. It's gonna get crazy. We're gonna see the VIX right now. VIX is relatively low again. We're what 12? Yeah, we're freaking dead. We're dead. As long as VIX doesn't go back to like in 2017, VIX went to like 8, and it was terrible. It was terrible. It's terrible. People like I was falling asleep at my desk, just like, man, this is the worst thing ever. Buddy Blaze, how you doing? HPQ, yeah, they have earnings this week as well. Yeah, I mean, if people are frustrated with the China news, the way that the China news has been going, they're gonna hate trading the election. Did anybody here trade the 2016 election? Because it was just every day whipsaw, 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 and you had to take your profits. You had to collect because you never knew what poll was going to come out that says Hillary's going to win or Trump was going to win, or you didn't know. You didn't know what was going on. Right now, I think we have the trade news pretty predictable. We kind of understand what's going on there. So if you don't, I think the China news is very predictable right now. It's hard to say what the election is going to be like this time around. Last election, I think, was tough because we're like, man, Trump is like no other politician or somebody ever run before. But the media loves him. The media loves to hate on him, and he gets clicks and everything like that. However, the market at the time loved Hillary, so it was a mess. HPQ, yeah, kind of the same like Dell. I mean, if they have good earnings, I mean, this was pretty bad. I mean, they hit a low of $15 a few months ago. I mean, if they need to catalyst, otherwise this is coming right back down. It's going to come down hard too. HP, and the reason why HP is was it Xerox was looking to buy them? Was that one thing? I don't want to put out any fake news here. Yeah, it was. So the reason why HP is up is because Xerox, HP was going down the toilet. Xerox wants to take over HP. The board said no, thank you, we're good. Now Xerox is saying we're actually going to let your shareholders know and vote on this, or try to. So seems like Xerox really wants to buy HP for some reason. The board says no, so that Xerox wants to take it to the shareholders and say, hey, what do you guys think? Can we overturn the board here? So I don't know. With that in mind, I don't think earnings are going to be good, but that's a big curveball to throw into an earnings call or the future of the company when they're talking about it. I mean, honestly, I would just buy puts and what's the expected move? So the expected move is $1. I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, I'm not saying this is a good idea. Just buy some of the 19 puts for I mean, the volume is pretty bad, but you could just buy some of the 19 puts, or even for like next week, 30 cents mid price. Buy some of the 19s or the 1850s here. Looks like some more volume on these. Not great volume. Buy some puts. Just wait it out. I mean, that's what I would do if I was going to trade HP. But, all right, so we're about 25 minutes in. While I have your guys' attention, I'm actually going to do this announcement. Oh, Jeff, thanks so much for the $5, man. I was I was too into the stream. But the announcement. Just want to. I'm kind of nervous, so I don't know the best way to go about saying this, so I'm just going to say it. Moving forward, I'm no longer going to be live streaming on this channel. Now, before you get kind of crazy, and I know there's a lot of people here, I definitely thank you guys for the support. I've been live streaming on this channel since August of 2018. What I'm going to do is I'm starting a second channel exclusively for the live streams. So the link is below in the description if you guys want to subscribe. Moving forward, I'm going to be live streaming from a new channel. Not Us versus Herd. It's still going to be the same exact content, same exact stream, same exact everything. But the problem that I found was I originally started the Us versus Herd. Yeah, everything's free. Not charging for anything. I first started the Us versus Herd channel to post videos about making money and everything like that. And with the live stream and the other videos that I want to make, there's a lot of videos that I want to make about making money, different brokerages, different ways you can make money, like even outside of trading, like entrepreneurship, making money in trading, and with the live stream, and I tested this out, doing live streams and also posting videos on the channel. The YouTube algorithm didn't like me posting that much content. So the amount of content that I want to make is up here, and there's a lot of people that are on Us versus Herd that don't care about the live stream, that they just find it because they're like beginner options traders. And the live stream, I feel, is more geared towards a little bit higher than beginner level. So that's why I'm splitting the channel. Ben, thanks for subbing. Keith, appreciate it. So I'm going to be streaming from, it's going to be called Options Trading Live. It's going to have kind of like its own show, and it's going to be its own channel, and it's going to do, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'll just start streaming back on here. But really, it's so that I can make that content that I want to make at the frequency that I want to make it. I love to do the live streams. I think doing the live streams, like when I first started doing the live streaming, I'm like, there's no way anyone's gonna watch like a live stream of options talk. But this definitely exceeded my expectations. I mean, you guys have been amazing in terms of, Ariana, everything will be the same. The only place I'm just going to be streaming on a second channel. This channel, Us versus Herd, I want to make more content about the market, about making money. So in the end, more content is going to be made. I just don't want those videos to be competing with the live streams. Does that make sense? So it's not that I'm going to be doing anything different. We're still going to have the same Discord. We're still going to have the same Facebook group. We're still going to be doing live streams, but I think this could definitely lead to better live streams, longer live streams, different hours, and then I won't have to worry about posting other content that I want to make as well. So there's a lot of content that I want to make for you guys and for YouTube, and I think that the stuff that I want to share is sometimes goes beyond the market, and I don't want that content to compete. And unfortunately with YouTube, you have to play this game. It's like Facebook. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Facebook marketing or any social media marketing or anything like that, but essentially a computer decides, an algorithm decides what content to push, what content not to push, and you're always kind of in this uphill battle with making changes to what you do and align it with what they want to see. So that's really where this idea came, where I'm doing live streams pretty much every day, Monday through Friday, and it's really getting in the way of the other content that I want to make. So we're still going to be doing 30 minutes after close. The live stream I did test out Power Hour. Maybe one day we'll do like a Power Hour through like a 2-hour live stream or something like that. So I definitely appreciate you guys' support. So if you guys are interested in the live streams only, which most of you are here right now for the live stream, subscribe. There's a link below. It's called Options Trading Live. Link below if you want to subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. That's pretty much. If you guys have questions, let me know. You scared me for a second. Sign up for the Patreon. Appreciate it, Keith. Thanks, Jimbo. Thanks, King Odin. Thanks, Jeff. Hey, dude, seen a bunch of your videos. I need a broker where I can set my option to sell if it drops 10% or gains. Most of them don't have trailing stop losses. You can't put stop losses in like Robinhood and stuff now, but there's not any broker that has trailing stops. Now, I do think, don't quote me on this, because I don't know the exact features. I do think that Webull is going to try to put that on. Keith, Tastyworks lets you do trailing stops for options. Tasty? I don't know. I can get back to you. The Polisher. I don't know if this. The Polisher. If you hit me up on Discord, I'll look into it for you. I don't think Tasty lets you do trailing stops. You can do like stop losses, I believe, but you can't do trailing stops. Do you think the market will go north or south in 2020? I think that election year they're going to want to push it up, but there's going to be volatility. I mean, if we look at, let's just go back to, let's go SPY 2015, 2016 area. Let's just kind of zoom in here a little bit. So 2016, as you can see, and 2017, that's 2017. We want to go back a little bit. Let's go back to, okay, so you can kind of see that we were, before the election, SPY was in a channel where we were between 212 and essentially like, let's just call it 200, until we had some major drops right in here, but eventually gravitated back into the channel here. And we kind of just maintained that, and it wasn't until the election where we started to break out. And then, as you can see here, that is what happened. I can't wait for tomorrow. Market's going to rip at the open. So, I guess getting back to my point, my announcement, if you guys like the live streams, subscribe to their channel. I'm going to be live streaming from there. I am going to be making some great content for this channel, for the Us versus Herd, but I'm going back to what the original purpose for this channel was, and I like making videos on how to make money. So that's what this is what that channel is going to be reserved for, and I'm going to be live streaming options trading from the other channel. So I definitely look forward to seeing you guys there. I know that when I first started live streaming, I literally had like 1 to 2 people watch me, and now at freaking 10:35 p.m. there was like 40 people watching me, which and I've had upwards of 80 people, 100 people. I mean, it's been, I don't even know what to say, guys. So thank you so much for joining me on my options trading journey. Thank you for joining me on all the chats that we have within YouTube, outside of YouTube, on Discord, on Instagram or Facebook, and you guys can pretty much hit me up on any platform and I respond. So Luis left Tastyworks last month using TOS now. Yeah, Robinhood's slow to fill. David, it's just called Options Trading Live. The link is in the description. I do have a link to the channel in the description. Thanks, Jimbo. Appreciate you, man. All right. So any stocks you guys want to look at before I sign off, because I don't know how much longer my voice is going to have. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. Do you think Tesla or Disney is going to have the better value tomorrow? I think Tesla is going to move the most, unless Disney can really break above like 150, 151. If it just blasts off, I know that Frozen 2 came out over the weekend. They're posting $120 million opening weekend, which is huge, but I don't know if that's going to move the stock. But I think Tesla, we did go over it earlier in the stream. You probably weren't here. I do think that Tesla, whoa, got too many years here. I do think that Tesla is probably gonna, I would like to see it come back down to like the 315 area. However, it could just rip back up to 360 as well. So I might be looking at some a strangle position on this on Tesla tomorrow, depending on where it opens up at. Polisher, it seems like Apple's still going up. I did cover that earlier as well. Apple, I think probably is going to bounce here for the 260 area. I have to cut my losses on my 260 put. Roku. Yeah, Roku has just been on fire after earnings. Just went from 120 to 160, 158 right now. So if it can't break above here, it might just consolidate here. I mean, consolidation after a giant move like this is pretty healthy. So it might be a good opportunity to sell some premium in there. The problem is you just don't know what catalyst is going to take Roku out, because it seems to move. To me, Roku moves very weird. It doesn't take a lot for it just to like break out and just go crazy. One little article seems to send this thing skyrocketing or plummeting as well. But it needs to break above here or could consolidate here between 150 and 160. So maybe it has a $10 expected move. Might be able to get some good premium in here this week. Sell some premium here since premium is pretty rich. Implied volatility is coming down. So if we can get implied volatility that stays around the same price, implied volatility comes down a little bit, we'll make some money as premium sellers. That'd be good. Amen. Netflix, Boeing. Netflix actually broke out of range, so it's looking pretty bullish here. It broke out above the 307. Right now, we'll see if we can get above this. So we'll see if we can get above like the 315 area. You think pre-market is going to be crazy? I mean, right now it's coming down a little bit. No. Right now it's coming down a little bit, but we'll see. Right now we gapped up on the S&Ps. Went from we closed at like 311.12, 31.12, and we're at 31.20, coming down a couple points here. Yes, Tesla is a great play. I disagree with you, Nick. The Cybertruck is hideous. Hey, I don't think it looks good, but the reason why Tesla says that it looks that way is because they can't stamp the steel because it says it breaks the presses. Is the that's why it looks the way that it does, is because the steel is so strong that it broke the presses. So it's probably why it looks so boxy. So I did lose on Good Day to Thrive. I went max loss on Tesla. I sold an Iron Condor because I didn't think it was gonna. I think it would have been okay if they didn't break the freaking windows, but they broke the windows, and you know how that ended up. Max loss on Iron Condor. Good thing I only sold one contract. I mean, I only did one contract. So Matt pre-ordered the truck. Nice. I think I'm very sick. I see tickers on license plates. There was a time that I was making so much money on Priceline that I was gonna get my license plate as PCLN, but you know I didn't want to be a douchebag. You know, sometimes you have ideas in your mind and it seems like a good idea, but then you think about it like, man, that's a real douchebag move. Malik, Walmart. I don't think Walmart's going anywhere anytime soon. Pretty much just chilling after earnings, really, really flat. So it broke out of range and settled right back in here. I traded this. I sold some premium on it. Now it's right back where it was. I don't think Walmart's going anywhere. Even with earnings as a catalyst, it just came right back into range here, just sitting. So I mean, I guess if you want to sell some premium in there for a very slow profits, you can do it. It'll probably work. Keith, I agree with that glass cost. I agree with that glass cost. Yeah, that was. Yeah, they broke the glass. And I'm like, I knew that Iron Condor was done because it was just if you botch a product launch, chances are it's gonna affect the stock price, and because I even said this in the Discord, that's all that the media is going to focus on is the failures, and the media hates Elon already. They always try to highlight his failures, and he threw that, and I knew that was it. That was it's still freaking memes galore all weekend, you know. Luis ABBV. David York, I didn't get on the KZIA play. No, I did not. What's your take on AT&T tomorrow, David? A lot more people in the chat that I thought there was going to be today. I thought it was going to be like 10 people here. We were just going to be chilling. I think that you could play this up into like the 39 areas on AT&T. I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow, but looks good. To 39. Luis ABBV. This is a tough one because it's very bullish, but they had a week of retracement. But I mean, it's probably going back up sooner or later, right? And this was a massive move, 82 to 90. Probably take some profits, reload, probably going to like the 92 area, 90. KTRX. I don't know what that is. Shop. Thoughts on Shop? Shop moved huge. Jonathan, last week or 2 weeks ago from 282 to 320, but I feel like it's just going to be chilling here for a while until it can break out. You know, it broke out of range and then got bought It was, it's kind of like the opposite of Walmart. Walmart went up. Instead, Shop went down, and now Shop came back into range. So if it can't really break above like the 325 area, 330 area, it's not going anywhere. What are the main difference between TOS versus Tastytrade or Tastyworks? So Thinkorswim TOS, I like the charting. The charting, you can have multiple grids. I have 4 monitors. I have multiple monitors. You can detach. Like if I hit detach here, I can make as many charts as I want. I think the charting is very, like, on Thinkorswim is far superior, obviously, than Tastyworks. Tastyworks is very slimmed down. However, on Tastyworks, I like that you can automatically click. Like if I do more of an advanced contract, I can click on a put and click on a call, and it will automatically put on a strangle. And here, I can't do that. I have to, select them manually like that. It does let me do it, but I have to hold down the control button. You can select multiples. And then I do like that you can like on Tastyworks, you can drag and drop. Like if I wanted, let's say on this one I got the 307.50 put, and then the 317.50. I didn't like the price on there. You can like drag the prices around. Here you can't really. It's not as fast to realign orders. But I mean, both are great platforms. Tastyworks a little bit cheaper in commissions. Even though Thinkorswim came down, now the pricing is pretty much the same. Tastyworks is slightly better by like 10 cents, I think. All right, Matt. Because you've been trying so hard, we're gonna do KRTX. KRTX. Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, I mean any of these like therapeutic companies that you see charts like this, I mean it's bound just to come back down. Jonathan, we just covered Shop. Just covered Shop for you. Did you leave? So, anyways, guys, we've been at it for almost an hour here, 47 minutes. I'm going to go rest my voice. So if you guys like the live streams moving forward, go in the description. Link is below in the description to the new channel, which I'll be live streaming from starting this week. And this channel, we're still going to have great content on it, but it's not going to be a live stream. Robinhood is the worst broker, the worst platform in the world. Yeah, I would move to TD Ameritrade or Schwab ASAP if you're thinking about it. Robinhood can't fill anything. The time that it takes. I've been doing some trades on Robinhood too, just to see what it's like. Because I didn't make a trade on there for like a year. I want to see if it got better, and I actually think it got worse. Like the amount of time it takes you to put together a trade, you already missed out on like $10-$20 of profit, maybe more, depending on how big you go. Miami, what's going on? Staying warm. Actually was 50 here today. Was pretty excited. Got 50 degrees in Chicago. Gonna be 9 degrees tomorrow probably. Yeah, I mean if you care about your profits, you wouldn't be trading on Robinhood. If you care, if you're not that serious of a trader, if you're not really like a day trader and you want to do something more like long term, you want to buy like monthlies or calendars or different spreads like that. I mean, that's fine for Robinhood because you don't really care that much about the couple pennies that you lose. But if you're actively trading, like if you do a lot of trades, you don't want to do it on Robinhood. If you execute And the thing is, Robinhood traders, they don't know what they're missing. I would suggest opening accounts with a couple different brokers, put some money in there, play around with it, see what you like. You know, a lot of the times that you end up losing money, and a lot of people think that maybe you're not doing something right. You know, a lot of the times is the platform is not aligned for your strategy. You have to have the right platform for the way that you trade. So Robinhood, I think Robinhood could be good if you want to save on some commissions if you're like a very long-term trader. But if you're an active trader or day trader, it's very frustrating. Very frustrating on the fills. And putting together strangles and iron condors and vertical put spreads or vertical call spreads is a nightmare. It's named after Robin Hood. What did you expect? Didn't he take from the rich? Well, Robin Hood just takes from the poor. Robin Hood takes all the little money they collect from all these small accounts, and I think they reverse engineered that. Yeah, I've lost a lot of money not getting. Yeah, I mean, Robinhood has the worst fills in the industry. You're saving on commission, but you're sacrificing profits. So who's winning? You know. Anyways, guys, you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Subscribe to the new channel. Link is below in the description for the live stream. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.